Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? How you doing? Sorry, I had to move today's session. I hope you didn't have any inconvenience about that. It's I just had an appointment today, and I could I could not postpone it, and I totally forgot about that for telling you yesterday. But anyways, I mean, we are here. I had a really nice trade this morning, and I was done like really early in the morning. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you a few other opportunities that I was watching on the indices, and today we are just going to watch AMD, Amazon, Nvidia, and Tesla. All right. Sorry about that. I just didn't have too much time to prepare. Uh, but anyways, I mean, I think those are like the most important today. All right. So hello, Raul, Dian, Alberto. How are you? Hello, Deuce, DC. They start hearing someone talking. Hello, Jeff. Hi, Sal. Hey Giovanni, welcome back. I was watching you on Discord. Welcome back, brother. Hello, Lilia. Oh, Lilia, I'm sorry. It's super late for you, right? It's like what time is it? Like 9 or 10 in the night. Hello, Michelle. Rafa, how are you? Hello, CL. All right, guys. All right. Hello, Aniket. All right. So let me show you what I was watching today. Well, first, what do you think, guys, about the charts on the pre-market? What do you think about the charts on the pre-market? They have been working. My key levels have been useful for you guys. I think they were. I think they are useful today. Actually, today we had really nice reactions on our key levels, and you know what? I received one email from one of the member of this community, from the YouTube community, asking me something really interesting, and this member, he's in different, he's 10 p.m. All right. Thank you. All right. So this member was asking something really, really, really interesting, and I was thinking about that last night, and I figured out that we should discuss that. All right. So he was asking. Let me go. Let me go to the charts. All right. Here. Can you see? Can you see my 15-minute chart on screen? Hey, Eileen, how are you? Yeah, I love. I really enjoy yesterday's session on Traders Lab. I really like it. That's one of my favorite sessions. For all of you guys that you are not on the Traders Lab, yesterday we were talking about how to upgrade your trader identity, and it's really kind of like uh, visualize vis- uh, having a visualization of what do you want to be as a trader, and start treating you and thinking on you as that version of a trader. So probably right now you are not the most patient, you are not very you don't prepare really well, you are kind of taking your trade with some fear. So but we want to understand what is the best version of a trader that you can think, let's say from here to next year, from here to 6 months. And then the exercise we did yesterday was to actually say it aloud, right? I don't remember what was mine. but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Right here. My upgraded version of a trader is I am a trader who executes with precision and learns from every outcome. So just saying it aloud is gonna train your brain, right? It's gonna rewire, it's gonna reframe what you are and what you want to become, because you need to believe that you are becoming that version way before you actually are that version, right? So it's like you have you ever heard this phrase, like you become millionaire in your mind way before than in your bank account? Well, it's something like that, right? I mean, you need to think about what version of a trader you want to be and write it down and say it aloud, right? Like, okay, I am a disciplined trader. I am a trader that once I am in a position, I wait patiently for my key levels. Or I am a trader who prepares for every trading session. Or I am a trader who has a pre-market plan and follows his plan. I am a trader. So you need to say it aloud, and it was a really nice experience yesterday, because I heard different versions of people and how everyone has a different target or different trading goals, and that's awesome, right? Because some of you guys are trading for providing to your family. Some of you guys are trading, to make your retirement money last longer. Some of you are just students and you just want to buy a car, or you want to retire your parents, or you just want to like live your life in your own terms. So everyone had a different perspective of the ideal trader that they wanted to be. It was an amazing exercise yesterday. All right, so we were talking about key levels. As you can see, my key levels are not so hard. Actually, they, in my opinion, they are kind of like easy to identify, right? And one of the questions from this member was, like, for example, right here, and he was talking about this key level here. He asked me, why do you have 684 and you don't have maybe something like here, or maybe something like here, this 682.73? He was asking me that, and I was like, you know what, that's a really good observation, because 682.73, that's actually a really nice key level. I mean, it's a really nice key level. But what happens, I am not looking for the support. I'm actually looking for the resistance. Because once you break the resistance to the downside, you are looking for the next resistance. So what I wanted to tell you guys is that my key levels here are thinking on my own particular style of trading. And this is really important, because if you are trading to the upside, maybe this 682.53, or this key level 682 something, probably this key level was more important to you than this one here, right? I mean, maybe you are aware of both, but for me, for my style of trading, this 684 was way more important, because once you break this key level to the downside, you want to look for the next liquidity level. But that's my own particular trading style. I'm looking for these drops, right? But if you are looking for the bounces, you are looking for the bottom of the moves, or you are looking for the actual recovery of a key level, maybe, and I'm saying maybe because I don't know, because that will be your particular style of charting. Maybe this 682.50, it was more important for you than this 684. All right, so just guys, please type in the chat. I want to know if you are understanding what I'm saying about the key levels, how I'm drawing key levels to my particular trading style. But if you are trading on a different way or to the upside, you may have a different style for charting. Just drop a yes or something, just to understand that we are all on the same page. And thank you guys, thank you. And also and this is really important, because if you are watching my key levels in the morning, you need to understand if these key levels fit your trading plan, if this fit your trading style, right? Because even on the charting skills, this could be different to what you do. All right, just we have discussed this on the past days or on the past weeks, but you can copy the strategy, right? You can copy the idea, but what you can't copy is the preparation. You can't copy the discipline. You can't copy the confidence, right? That's something that needs to come from your back testing. That's something that comes from your forward testing. That's something that comes with your own personal work. All right. So once you understand that, once you start preparing for your particular style of trading, everything is going to change. Even your charting, right? Even your charting. And this is something that I wanted to tell you guys, because I don't like to have like 20 different lines in my charts. I only like 3-4 on the 15-minute chart and a few on the daily chart. So it's not my style to have like 20 lines on my chart. That's why I choose the ones that are more relevant for the break retest boom. All right. So that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. And I just wanted to, to say it. So when you come on the morning and you watch to my charts, you understand that my style for drawing levels, it's very, very, very tilted to my break retest boom strategy. All right. So once that we said that, once that we understood that, let's take a look to let's take a look to the key levels, because I just think that they were so accurate this morning. Look at this, look at this, look at these guys. I mean, once you start watching the 15-minute chart, once you start taking the 15-minute chart for your strategy, that's pure gold, because you can actually, that's something that I mentioned this morning. In my strategy, I use the internal liquidity pools and aiming to the external liquidity pools, right? So in this case, this 680.86 was like the external liquidity, right? Why? Because it was a previous high of the day, right? Not yesterday, but it was a previous day, or an old high, right? So what we were doing here, we were looking for an internal liquidity pool aiming to the external, and that's exactly how it works. All right. Neto, do you still use the levels with yellow lines from the daily chart? Yes, I do, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing that I just consider special here. All right. Right. Understood. Good context. All right. Okay. So let's go to the chart. And this is something else, guys. This is something else. Pre-market is giving you the hints. It's giving you the hints. So can you see how this support area, support was turned into resistance? So that was exactly the idea of my trade. For me, this was a support area turned into resistance and then a huge drop. And I waited. Let me tell you what I waited here. I waited for the break of this 684.50. Why? For me, that was an important key level. I don't remember if it's actually something like important on a higher time frame. But for me, it was like, okay, well, we need to break this half number. We need to break this half number, and then we can expect some drop. So, do you remember my rule of at least 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio trade to the high of the day or low of the day? Well, this was actually really good. This was actually really good. Just the low of the day, look at this. Just the low of the day, it was a 1 to 2.2 risk reward ratio trade. And my actual target was previous day high. I was actually waiting for some sort of reaction right here. But with this super impulsive candle, this strong candle to the downside, we had this break. And then we were, we were flirting with this previous day high. I actually went out on these candles here. It was very early in the morning. It was 10 in the morning. I was preparing for my appointment. So I just closed my whole position here. I think my last contracts were like 30%, 30%, something like this here. And my best contracts were somewhere around in these candles. I think it was this candle here. It gave 78%. It gave 78%. I took some here, and this, I don't remember if this was here or here. But there was a point with 78%. I took some contracts there, and then when I tried the screenshot, it went down to 72. But anyways, I mean, you get the idea. This was a really nice drop. Actually, I mean, the move was going well, but with this impulsive candle, the contracts were like super high. It was crazy. It was crazy. Um, I wanted to take the same trade as you, Neto, but I didn't because it was too early. Too early. 9:41. Yeah, just yeah. I remember this, and it's right in the right in the line. I always tell you you need to wait 10 15 minutes for the market to settle. But I mean, yes, it was after the 10-minute line. It was after the 10-minute line. But what I really like was this reaction here. It was this reaction here. I really like it. I really like it. So I couldn't resist, and once we broke 684.50, I just said like, okay, well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. And it actually worked really nice. It actually worked really nice. Okay. Um, okay, Neto, 683.17 was the support level from the FOMC. 683.17. 683.17. Ah, okay. 683.17. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're right. 683.17, something like here, right? This was the FOMC. I think it was these candles here. Yeah, I think they were there. Yes, all right. Good catch. Good catch there. Good catch there. Okay, well, I mean, that's a very nice observation, Dian. As you can see here, guys, it has been 2 weeks from since this FOMC meeting, and key levels are liquidity is still there. Liquidity is still there. So yeah. Well, I think after today we won't have any more liquid. Well, no, it's actually right there. It's actually right there. Can you see that? Good catch there, Dian. Good catch there. All right. So, guys, there were some of you that actually took a trade right here. Something like this. Something like this, like the break of the previous day high. I have something to say about this. The first thing about this is that you don't take a short above previous day high or this close to previous day high. So what you want to see, it's a clear break of the previous day high. Do you remember I always tell you that my favorite setup is the break and retest of previous day high and low? Well, this is a retest of the previous day high. This is it? Yes, previous day high 683.57. So that's why I wouldn't take the trade right here. I will be waited for something like this trade here. So you already broke previous day high, you are below previous day high, you are retesting or something like that right here. Actually, look at this nice retest of 683.50. So now that you are below previous day high, now that you broke this level with a lot of momentum and strong candles, now you can take a trade to the downside, but not here, guys. I mean, everything around the previous day high was low probability. Why? Because you are expecting this. This is, I think this is one of the most liquid areas on the chart, and you are taking a trade right here. So that's why I wouldn't take this trade here. I mean, on this retest of the 5-minute opening range, I will not take this one here or this one here, because also right here you were having higher highs, higher lows, right? So right here you were having higher highs, higher lows. So this is maybe like the break and retest, or this is a head and shoulders right here, and you are breaking this. So actually, look at this. If you are taking this as the head and shoulders, if you are give me 1 second. Okay. Let's say you are taking this as a head and shoulders. This is your battleground. Look at this. This is the actual retest of the, let's say, yeah, let's say this is that. So this is the head and shoulders break, retest of this pivot low, and then the drop. Look at this. Can you see? Can you see here? And also, just as we explained a minute ago, this is below the previous day high. This is the other opportunity that I like on SPY, and it actually went way lower. Look at this. This is a 1-to-5 versus 1 ratio trade, but all the way to here, 1-to-8. Yeah, well, I don't know if I will, like manage to stay on this trade after this retest, but this was the second opportunity that I like a lot. All right, let me go to the chat. Jeff, I noticed my chart can be very messy with all 15 pivot levels. Yeah. Neto, do you still use the levels with gel? Yes, we talk about that. Cuba, baby is asleep and I decided to hop in. Welcome, Cuba. Dia, Neto. Okay. Hi, Neto. Do you think SPY put 954 break and retest? This one here. We just talked about that. Oh, you just answered my question. Patrick, 10, 10, 18. 10, 18. Okay, well, I mean, I understand why you tried here. 10, 18. Yeah, something like this. The break retest or immediate retest of the previous day low. Your risk maybe here. So you probably had this same trade, right, Patrick? Just a bit earlier. Were you stopped? No, you didn't. You were not stopped, right? Because there's no candle closing above. You were stopped. Oh, come on. You were the one asking on Discord about this trade and the stop losses. Oh, no stop, no stop. Okay. Yeah, but something was asking about this trade, and what I was trying to explain, guys, is that your risk or your stop loss should be at the top of these candles here, and remember that we close if it closes. I mean, we stop if a candle closes above our invalidation level. So if you were following that rule, if you were following that risk management idea, you managed to stay on this trade, and with these 3 candles you were super happy. Declan, so the only time you can short above previous day high is when you get 1 to 2 risk reward, like the trade you took. Yes, exactly. For example, here, look at this. This is a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio trade. So if my entry will be closer, like let's say something like, I don't know, like on the break of the 15-minute chart key level or something like that. If it was 1 to 2 this move, I might take it, but my target will be here, right? So I will be trying to take at least half my position right here on the reaction of previous day high. Why? Because I'm expecting a huge reaction right here. Because that's exactly where it's the more liquidity from yesterday, right? So I was expecting some sort of reaction here, and I will be just, like having, I don't know, like 15-20% my position, looking for the actual break of this key level. So that's something like I did, right? I were stopped on these candles here. No, not these candles. Yeah, well, I don't remember where, but it was around this 5-minute opening range. I was stopped on profit. I didn't wait for this second drop. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think it was on this candle here. This candle closed above this. Yeah, I don't know, but somewhere around the 5-minute opening range low. Yeah, if you ask me now, it's like, why in the hell I closed that trade? But anyways, I mean, with these candles here, I might be closing anyways, right? And I mean, this reaction here was really nice, but it was not what I was expecting. I mean, because right here you had higher highs, higher lows, so this is a fail to create new high, and I love it. But I mean, I already took a really nice trade here, so I didn't care. Hey man, you took a short on Amazon. Okay, so guys, any questions about the SPY opportunities today? congratulations if you took any move to the downside. I just wanted you to understand this. What was the other? Look, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you. There was another killer. Okay, right here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the chart, my trading chart. It's gonna be easier. All right. Okay. I wanted to show you the next key levels here. All right. So it was a support area right here on the post market, and then this support area right here, and then this support area right here. Can you see how well these key levels were working today? How well these key levels were working today? And do you see where they are coming from? Probably if we go, look at this, to a higher time frame, these key levels are gonna be a coincidence with something else. But I just wanted to show you how key levels from the pre-market, from the post-market, are the actual can be very useful for your entries like today, or your exits like it happens today also, right? Okay, so any questions about this? Diane, you have a question? I took the first trade like you, but I want to know, will you enter 1046? 1046. 1046. Yeah, probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. This is a nice break and retest of previous day close. And also look at all these consolidation right here, right? All this consolidation right here. So another entry right here, what you said, 1046. Yeah, maybe something like here. Stop at the top of this candle. Your first target will be low of the day. It's a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio trade. But this actually went all the way, let's say 681.50. I think that will be like your next target. And then 681. But you didn't get 681. I mean, you were stopped out after these candles probably. But yes, this was another good entry here. That was another good entry here. Lakewood, why would you enter the second SPY trade where you place it on the chart? Give me 1 second. Wait. This one here. That's what I was telling you guys. That's what I was telling you. I mean, yes, you had a nice kind of retest, but you needed more displacement. So actually, the trade that I like was this third one here, because you have some displacement. And look at these candles here. This actually came back, retested 683.50. Really nice, really nice. And this was below the previous day high. So that was the one that I like it, right? That was the one that I like it. Felipe, welcome back. You were missing in action. 10-11, one candle rule. 10-11, 10-11, one candle rule. The one thing that I don't like here, Felipe, it's something that I explained a few minutes ago. This was having a higher high, higher low, and even when this failed to create a new high here, you said 10-11. Yeah, right here, you are you are with a market structure to the upside. So I don't know if yeah, no, actually, no. This entry here, I don't like it. I don't like it just because you have market structure to the upside. So you needed a break of structure or change of character to enter later of that. DYOR trade. Hi, do you have any Discord group? Sorry, I'm new here. Welcome to this community. Yes, we are in different Discord groups. I don't own any Discord. Uh, but what are you looking at? If you want to, just please send me an email. It's neto at tradingperformancecoach.com, and I can send you in the right direction depending on what you're looking for. And welcome to this community. Welcome to this community. Aniket, I took a trade on Qs. All right, let's go to Qs. Joe Gold, do you wait for a lower high or not just hoping this will be a lower high? Where? On this one here? Well, this is a lower high. Can you see here? This is a lower high. This is failing to create new highs. That's why I have a lot of conviction here. Alessandro, hey, you took a very nice trade today, right? 10-18. That is this trade here. Is this trade here? Good job there. Lakewood, it was the displacement for the third trade. Yeah, this displacement, right? This displacement, huge rejection right here, 683.50, and then the drop. On 10:45 for Alessandro. 10:45 here. Well, basically this is a new break and retest. 10:45, you said? Well, 10:45 I don't like it. 10:45 I don't like it, but let's say 10:46 I like it. Let's say 681.50 was my target. Something like that. It was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. That's really nice. Patel, I took puts 950. 950. Yeah, well, first 950. This is a strong reaction to the upside, right? But anyways, you took the trade here. Yeah, you were probably stopped on these candles here or these candles here, right? Okay. Hagi, Neto, I just joined. I was in a work meeting. Yes, sir. Congrats, brother. Congrats. Dian, once the fair value gap is not broken in inverse way with strong displacement, you are pretty sure that the price will drop. One additional thing to your strategy, we can see this on the first setup. You know what? I'm not super sure about the fair value gaps. I'm not super sure but I mean, full disclosure, I don't know how to use the fair value gaps for my strategy. You have mentioned that in the past. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it. But it will be nice if we can keep talking about that, because if you feel that's another confluence, we can take a look to that. Because yeah, I remember you mentioned a few times that, but I don't get what I mean, I understand what the fair value gap is, but I don't understand how you said this can be used as a confluence. But let's talk about that at the end. Patel, I saw the break and retest after strong displacement. Yeah. Lakewood. What was 1031? 1031. 1031 here. Yeah, okay. What's the difference here? The difference is right here you have in media retest, you don't have any displacement from this area here. And on this second one, on the 1031, you have some separation from these key levels. So this is what we call the displacement. In my playbook, I like some displacement. I mean, these candles here, I understand what you are saying here. All these candle wicks are telling you a story. They are telling you that this doesn't want to go higher and sellers are in control. But right here, this is an actual separation from the key level from this previous low. All right. And you came here and sellers are telling you they are in control, right? Sellers are telling you they are in control. So now you had a separation here. You have the last try from buyers. So now I like this drop here because this thing, the only difference between this 1031 and this, let's say 1017 or 1018 is that right here you don't have any displacement from this key level because you are using this key level or this 683.50 as your retest area. But here on this 1031, yes, you did have a bit of displacement. Not sure if you are following me there, Lakewood. All right. Fair value gaps are a good indication of displacement. All right. Palmavera. Fair value gaps are just fancy terms to make things difficult. We keep it simple. Yeah, I actually, yeah. When I started learning about fair value gaps, people call them imbalance, right? So fair value gap, I think it's a fancy way from the ICT concept. Uh, oh yeah. Hey, Bian, a few goals that would be great. Yes, like with more displacement at 1031 versus the 955. Okay, Alessandro, I'm sorry I have made confusion. I entered 1043. It's okay. Yeah, it's this second trade or this last trade. It's the same thing here. Good job there. All right, guys, let's go QQQ. Did you notice QQQ was way different than SPY? Did you notice that? All right. So what we were watching here. Okay. I don't remember why this is here and why this is not here. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, so this was the idea here. People were asking, Neto, why you wouldn't take this one here? I want to show you. For me, well, let's... So you are coming from here, you are having lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, and this is your break of structure, change of character, right? This is a higher high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high. So what are you expecting here, guys? Why this retest of previous day close is not a good entry point for our system? What are you expecting here after one higher high, one higher low, another higher high? What are you expecting here? Why this is not the best entry? Exactly. Higher high, higher low, right? So Aniket, where did you take your entry? Exactly. So right here, okay, so exactly right here, when you are making lower lows here and you are making lower highs here, this is your good opportunity here. This is your good opportunity here, right? This is your break of structure, change of character. Now you are in position to take a trade here. Where did you enter your position here? Well, this is a good point. Okay, so let's assume that you are watching this battleground, right? This pivot high, this pivot low, something between them. So you take this as your break, displacement, and retest. Okay, so you open your position somewhere on this candle, let's say on the close of this candle. All right, where should be your stop loss? Well, your stop loss should be first at the top of this retesting candle or at the top of this area. Why? Because that's kind of the order block. This is your battleground, right? This is your battleground. So where would you have your stop loss? At least at the top of this candle. Desire it at the top of this box because that's your battleground, right? Anyways, even if you had your stop loss right here, not a single candle closed above your stop loss level. So you should be able to manage to be at least to this move. This move was a 1 to 2.5 reward ratio trade. So if you were trading QQQ same day expiration, you got at least like 40% on these candles. Your premium was being burned here, but after this drop, you got like 40%. All right. So okay, Aniket, you took a trade on Qs today, break of the 15-minute opening range and pullback retest 945 order block. 945, okay. 945, okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. Why I don't like it, Aniket? Waited for bullish structure shift and enter at 10 18. Okay. 10 18. 10 18 here. Good. Felipe Neto, stop loss can't be at the candle that breaks that zone. It could be. I mean, it 10 13. This one here. It could be. I just think that this is just too much of risk in one candle, especially if you are taking on the close of this candle here. But that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it, and that's a very good observation there. Neto, do you just stop out even if there isn't a candle close above your stop if you are down 20% on the cons? And if that is the case, would it be reasonable to have a hard stop on the cons there? You can have a I will say it depends. It depends of the price action. It depends of how confident you are on the setup. It depends of your entry. That's why I mean I don't have a hard stop at 20%. I sometimes let it play to 25%. It's not again. It's not a hard stop. It's not a hard stop. But if I'm watching these reactions here, and this is the key level that I was, I'm sorry, considering that was my idea, I will give it some room. Even with this candle, if this candle, maybe this scare you out, scare you a lot, and you were like 30% down, if you see this reaction here, now you are a lot with a lot of confidence that sellers are right here. Sellers are respecting these key levels. So I don't know, like I think the secret here, Declan, is that you size accordingly, right? If you are comfortable with your size, and suddenly this goes to 25% negative or something, if the idea is still there, I mean, this should not scare you to the point that, oh well, I'm gonna close everything. I mean, you can, right? You can, if you, and this depends of your strategy, right? And when I'm saying your strategy, I mean, for example, my trades are usually 1 to 3 risk reward. So I can take some risk here and say, okay, well, this is going 25%, this is going 25% negative. Well, I don't care, because with one trade, I'm going to make 60% here. All right. So I will give it some room if the idea is still there. But you need to be comfortable with your risk. I mean, if you are taking a trade with half your account, that's not gonna be that, right? You need to be in peace with the risk you are taking. All right. I just have a hard time respecting my stop while also respecting my total loss per trade. Yeah, again, this needs to be aligned to a proper or a right size for your trades, and also it needs to be aligned to your risk management, and also it needs to be aligned to what is actually happening here, right? If you are watching here, this is failing to create lower lows on these candles here, maybe you just step out with a 20% loss, and you are ready to take another trade if it goes below your key level, right? So you can, that's something that I do. I mean, I'm not gonna say several times, but that's something that I do a few times. If prices is struggling to break my key level, sometimes I just close my position with a loss. Let's say a 10% loss, or 8% loss, or 12% loss, but I'm ready to take this trade if it breaks again my entry point, my first entry point. Because if it's flirting with this area here, if it's like dancing around this area here, and suddenly it shows weakness, well, I will be ready to take again this same position. And now, I mean, I know that I have 10% handicap here, but just as I said, my trades usually are 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. So probably my next trade is gonna hit 40%, 50%, and that 10% trade was just a price that I paid for a higher chance to have a win, right? Again, this is totally up to you, to what you do, how risk you are willing to take, and everything. So there's no right formula or magic formula that I'm gonna share with you here that you're gonna say, okay, well, that's my new strategy. No, no, no. It's just I'm dropping a lot of considerations for you. So how aggressive you are with your entries. As you know, I pay for clarity. That's something that I've been saying these past days. I pay for clarity. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I'm not taking the trade on the retesting candle. I'm waiting for the next one, right? So sometimes I need to be in peace taking more risk, because if price has a retracement to my key level. So just as you said, probably you are 20% negative here, and that's okay. I mean, but if price starts going to the higher, to the upside, well, I need to take a quick action to cut my trade. But if it's respecting the area, well, I mean, that's the clarity I paid, right? I was trying to, I was not supposed to be on a struggle like this, but well, again, that's how it works. Okay. There's no right or wrong answer. Would you say the most important thing is that I just stay consistent with my risk management? Yes, absolutely. Whatever is working for you, stick to it. And if it's not working, you need to find a way and then stick to it. All right. You're welcome, Lakewood. Anika, you just explained my trade. I held through those weeks, these ones. The retest after the structure shift was also another confluence. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So that was QQQ. Let me push the pedal here. All right. This is AMD. What happened to AMD, guys? That's something really nice to today. Look at these candles here yesterday. Look at the reaction on the post market. So this name was super bullish on the post market, and then on the pre-market, guys, do you see my key levels? They are spot on. I really love them. So a few things here. So what were people expecting this morning? Well, they were expecting this pre-market high that was super close to this 253.47. That's a key level on the daily chart. All right. So what happened here? If you are on the Scarface community, maybe you had this trade or you tried this trade. So first, people were expecting this break and retest of this pre-market high and this opening price and this 253.47. So maybe you were watching this candle here and you entered on this next candle, right? What was your risk here? First, I mean, you can't have a risk like this, right? You can have a risk like this. So you needed to decide if this key level on the daily chart was your stop loss, or this opening price. So whatever you decided here, I mean, you needed to stick to it. And then your first target was high of the day, right? So you were on a very bullish market structure. You were expecting buyers to defend these key levels here. You had a really nice break and retest of pre-market high, this key level on the daily chart. You had a really nice candle here. Then you had a second candle reclaiming this 255 key level. I will be adding to this position. I'm gonna take this position here. It failed miserably. And this is when everything gets interesting, because there was a lot of people that got this reclaim here, and there's people that they didn't understand why they were taking a reclaim. It's because if you go to the 15-minute chart, right here, if you went to the 15-minute chart, this was still super bullish. All right, this was still super bullish, holding this 252 key level on the 15-minute chart. Everything was super bullish. So now, if you are watching this, well, the higher time frame idea was still intact. right? So what happened here? A lot of people took this reclaim of the first trade. All right, this is the reclaim of the first trade. This actually worked really well. This actually worked really well. And then you had this break and retest of this previous high of the day, right? Break, retest, and good continuation to the upside. So now you are taking another trade right here, stop loss at the bottom of these retesting candles. And what are you aiming here? Well, 262.50. Why 262.50? Half number. I think this is actually the strike number. I think it was, right? So do you see? I mean, this first opportunity here was a nice idea, just didn't work. This second idea, it's the reclaim. It's kind of the 84% rule of this first trade here. And this third idea is just the break and retest of high of the day. Anyone took a trade on Nvidia on AMD today? Neto, I took the 914 candle, 914, 1014. Where are you, Rafa? You Central Time? I took the 914 candle or 941. Rafa, can you rephrase what you just shared? Okay. Tocayo, you took both the second and the third trades on this chart. Good. Very good, Tocayo. Congratulations. Yeah. Did you have a trade idea similar to what I explained about this reclaim of this key level? Or what you tried here? Giovanni, you took 1004 on an AMD. 1004 AMD. It's this same idea here. Rafa, 1014. This is this third trade. Guys, you nailed it today. Thank God. You nailed it today. Congratulations, guys. I mean, it's just impressive how every day we're having more wins and more clear trades. I just love it. I just love it. Tocayo, sack trade idea 84%. Yeah, let's go, Giovanni. Let's go. I really love it. I mean, you guys are getting better every day. Every day. I just come here. You know, I've been sharing only my SPY and QQQ ideas, and I just stop trading the tech names. But guys, you are doing great. You are really doing great. And something that I love is that I see some people here from the Scarface community. I see some people here from the Traders Lab community. I see some people here from the Walls of Wealth community. I have a few friends here from the Greystone community. And guys, you are taking your own trades because I go over the different communities and I see what they are doing. I mean, the calls, the call out from the coaches. And guys, you are doing something different. I just love it. I just love it. And for real, I don't know. I never met a single trader, not a single trader that he considered himself successful just taking call outs. Just taking call outs. I mean, not a single trader copying trades. Not a single one. Yes, we all started, like listening to our coaches and following their ideas and trying to understand, like on the road. But the moment it clicks for you, you need to start taking your own trades. And that's something that I mentioned several times. I mean, I don't remember the last time I joined a live trading call with anyone, right? I mean, I'm not gonna I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say Jack or Tony, because not with Jack or Tony or Andy or Mr. Banks or Norris No Premium, or I mean with anyone, with anyone. I haven't joined a live stream, uh, live training session since long time ago. Why? Because my particular style, it's a bit different, right? I mean, I'm taking advantage. I'm taking advantage of pullbacks or moves to the downside, and many of the coaches, they are, like they prefer to take calls because it's also easier to give a call out to a community, right? So their reasoning on the QQQ or SPY, it's usually, like anticipating the move to the upside. So okay, well, QQQ needs to hold here in order for Tesla, to reclaim whatever level. Oh, so they are always reasoning according to what they are doing, and usually it's different to what I'm doing, right? So I just cut the noise. I mean, it's noise for someone that is trading something different, right? The live calls, they are great when you're learning, but when you start developing your edge, you need to stop listening to other people. Actually, you need to stop learning new stuff, right? I mean, you need to refine what you already are using, but there's a point, there's a point in your trading career where you need to stop, trying to learn new stuff, trying to use new tools, trying to use indicators. No, I mean, what is actually working for you, and that's it. People is asking me like, hey Neto, don't you see the VWAP or the 9 EMA or the 21 SMA? I don't. I don't need them. And if they work for you, good for you. It's just, for me, it's nice in my chart. But there's a lot of people that they take their trades based on those tools, based on those indicators. So it's not wrong. It's just their style, right? And again, that's why everyone needs to build their own edge with their own skills, with their own tools, with their own risk aversion, with with their strengths, right? So okay, well, we I'm always talking of something different than the chart, but I think that's useful for you guys. So don't plan to stay on live trading calls for so long. Learn, build your edge, and go outside without the noise of live trading calls. So you can start testing your edge, with real stress, with real time, with everything. You're very welcome, Max. You're very welcome. I'm always, sharing for your journeys. I mean, I like it. I try to teach you things, but I mean, everything on the technicals, guys. I know you come from different communities. I'm not better than your coaches. I'm not teaching different stuff, but something that I can help you, because this is something that I see it's missing on many communities. It's the performance. It's the performance approach to trading, right? So this is something that is really useful. This is something that is really valuable. When you start building your edge, remember, guys, you need to use your strengths. I'm not trying to fix all of the weaknesses. I mean, that's great. That's great. But it's always better if you double down on what you are already doing good, right? It's great, Eileen. I know that you have been grinding, and you are getting better, and you are getting there. I know you are getting there. Congratulations on all your effort. Hey Max, future, we are in the same time zone. Where are you based, Max? Are you coming to Texas, Or is it because I'm moving to Europe? Where are you based, Max? Malaga. Come on, brother. Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, we are not gonna be neighbors, but for sure, I have so many plans for when I move. I would like to visit many traders from these communities that they are in Malaga, they are in Barcelona, they are in Madrid. I actually started talking to a few guys that they trade and they live in Valencia. So I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna pay you a visit to Malaga for sure. Oh, come on, Giovanni. I've been talking about that for some months. Yeah, next summer I'm moving to Valencia, Spain. All right. Next summer, probably August or something like that. Yeah, my kids they start school on September, mid September. So probably I'm like we are moving end of July, start of uh, August, sometime on summer. Let's see. I will let you know with yeah with a lot of time. Don't worry, don't worry. And nothing is gonna change. We will keep having the trade reviews. Uh, they are Dora. They are really excited. Not as me because that no one in the world is more excited than me. But yeah, they are. Okay, guys, enjoy the weather. Yeah. I mean, it's super hot, just like here in Houston. But yeah, and they also have the beach. So yeah, we will have post market reviews in the evening. Yeah, it's gonna be at night. I think. What time is there, Max? I think it's like 10 in the night right now, right? Malaga, it's yeah. I mean, the whole Spain, I think it's 7 hours right now. So probably now it's 10 p.m. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Max. Yeah. So I still need to catch up with the new with the new time zone, but I just imagine the market opens at 3:30 p.m. So it's gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different. Let's see what happens. All right, guys. So you might be expecting way more preparation on the mornings in your mornings, right? Because I will have enough time to go over charts and trading plans and trading ideas, and it's gonna be a different life. I can't wait for that. All right, okay, guys. Let's move to Nvidia. Oh, I'm sorry, Amazon. Well, anyone took something on Amazon? I'm I'm just gonna stop here to say, well, this was a really easy break displacement retest to this 248 key level, 248.41 key level on the 15-minute chart for Amazon. So that was the first opportunity here, and then a second chance here on the break and retest of this low of the day. Anyone took something on Amazon, guys? If you didn't, let's go to Nvidia. Thank God it's going higher again. Okay. So what happened with Nvidia? That was a really easy trade today. Uh, it was what time is it? 9:37. Okay. Well, that was a break and retest on the pre-market low. Yes, guys, this was too early for my playbook, for my kind of my style of trading. But I think that was the only trade that I will take on Nvidia today. Everything was just chop here. Everything was just chop here. And this was the only break and retest opportunity that it offered. Anyone took a trade on Nvidia today? I think no one did, right? Actually, guys, I want to I want to I want to tell you today. I'm not sure if everyone. Uh, ah, okay, Vincent. Guys, I don't know if I ever told you, but I am from Mexico. I am from the a northern city. It's called Monterrey, and the state it's Nuevo León or New Lion. And today they announced a huge investment for the first green data center for AI in Latin America for NVIDIA. It's supposed to be a few $1 billion investment, and people in Mexico. Well, I'm not sure if it, like in whole Mexico, but the people in my hometown, they are super excited about this investment because, I mean, a few $1 billion investment for the next 5 years, and I mean, this AI revolution, it's just starting, right? It's just starting. So being the this new green data center, that I don't know what green data center means, right? But I mean, having Nvidia on that region of Mexico, it's just amazing. I mean, that city, it's one of the most advanced in technology, not only from Mexico, from Latin America. But just I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's crazy. It's crazy. They are investing a lot of money, and that's my hometown. So when the city grows, everyone grows, right? Okay, so this is the last name we are gonna watch today. This is no, this is Tesla. Tesla had this meltdown. This 442.49 was the previous day high, so it couldn't hold. It couldn't hold previous day high. It broke pre-market low, came back, retested, broke again, but it didn't offer like a nice break and retest. Can you see? I mean, yes, it was around pre-market low. It was around this 437.37 key level on the 15-minute chart, but it never offered like a break displacement retest until this. All right, until this. This was like a break and retest of this order block here. I really like it. I really like it. Also, what is here? What is here? This is 435. All right, that's 435. That's a nice key level here. 436. No, 435. All right. So this was the only break displacement retest of a whole number. This is not even a key level, but this is a whole number, or maybe this order block here. Then, so I will open my position right here. My stop loss will be at the top of the order block. And then look at this nice drop here. And then this second chance was again a new break, displacement, and retest of this low of the day. This low of the day, and you have another drop, and that was it, right? Anyone took a Tesla trade today? Too early for you, this one here, Eileen? Yeah. All right. So, guys, that was everything for me today. Thank you for joining. I know this was a later hour than usual. I'm sorry about that. I hope that you are enjoying the pre-market charts. Right now, I'm sharing just SPY QQQ, but probably later on the year or early next year, I'm gonna start sharing more charts with you. So if you guys are enjoying the charts on the pre-market, remember, just come to the channel, take a look to the post. I'm getting better on the on the preview of the images, so you should not be having a hard time trying to identify the key levels. So remember, please come to the post, give me a like, or just leave a message to understand if you are coming in the morning for the charts. We can keep them coming, guys. If you have any improvement idea, any question, any recommendation, remember you can come here, tradingperformancecoach.com, or send me an email, neto@tradingperformancecoach.com, and I will be glad to take a look to your request. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow for the morning chart, and tomorrow the usual time for our trade review. Bye.